after capturing the FA Cup, can Ipswich Town fight off relegation? We have 2 games to go. We're on the exact same points as Southampton, but we have a game in hand. Roll the intro! We shall have a rant at the start of this episode. Naveed Abelwood is very unhappy and submitted a transfer request because he doesn't like his playtime or his contract at the moment. Well, I can give him an improved contract. We've got money at this club, no problem. If you just told me, that would have been fine, or if the game would have alerted me to the fact that Naveed Abelwood was really annoyed at the situation, I could have given him plenty of money. But now I can't give him plenty of money because he wants to move away from the club because he wants a better contract. But I can give him a better contract, but he can't have a better contract because he's moving away from the club because he doesn't have a better contract. That makes sense. We have yet to improve these players by 1 overall after winning the FA Cup. Think it's better to do it at the end of the season. There's a little bit of admin there at the end of the season, including changing the kits. And we'll also talk comments whilst we swap to another campaign. Ipswich Town against Everton. We do not want to be taking this to the final match day. Go on. So Maurice McKenzie. We got Liverpool on the final match day. Of course, we've got that game in hand against Southampton. Win here. I don't think we let them back in. We're just flashing it across goal there. And maybe Abelwood will win the aerial battle. Okay. Nice touch by Telos. Pretty easy sell for the manager, to be honest. If you don't want to sweat it out on the final game, you need to win this. You need to win it. No ifs, buts, or wholly long shots from 35 yards out. First third of the game, the quality's been dreadful. We've got Andy Parry to just blast it up there. Ramos gets a telling touch, and maybe now, with Abelwood in the space that he needs, requires unidentified Uruguayan man into where's Maurice McKenzie. Westberg is very narrow on this, so we'll use Damara, who eventually comes to our aid. Abelwood. Find the opening, eventually. We've got to be patient. Don't need to rush it. A point is also quite good, although we don't know what Southampton's got in that final game. There's Ramos. He's going to send that very wide. No accuracy on the shot. Question mark. Patience. Being defensively sound. Find the opening. Oh, no. What a goal that is from Sharda. Oi, you can be defensively sound as much as you want. Oh my God, Ramos, please get in front of your man. It's not difficult. I mean, I can almost hear at half-time Wiseman Kitam getting kitted up for the second half. Some of the most invisible football that you are likely to see from unknown Uruguayan player. And Naveed Abelwood will also get pulled off. Mark Tagai, far better morale. Let's push Maurice McKenzie to be the more advanced of the central midfielders because he is not winning his more physical battles in the middle of the park. And here he is. Wiseman! Seeing the sighter of goal 3 minutes into the second half. We have no choice but to push on. Unfortunately, it does open us up a little bit at the back. Pretty unintelligent football from Ipswich Town. Not running the right channels, trying to play it into space, but if there's no player in that space, then we have a problem. Nice push by Okamura, though, and no one's with Belchior. Big moments for Ipswich, but does he have the speed? He'll just dink it into the back post, and there's Trevor Westberg. We got lucky. Didn't want the target to be the winger. The American has got us back on track. 30 minutes. It's been a better second half. Absolutely. We look like we actually care. And there's no more being reserved. There's Wesley Martin, a big Wes. Here comes Wiseman Kitam. Slide tackle is apparently fair on him. Gets the ball before the man. Mark Tagai on the pressure immediately to nullify the short corner kick. He will carry it. Can he find the ball? Yes, it's a beauty. It's Belchior! And that is why we've brought Mark Tagai in. That is the most important pass of his career. That's why you keep him in the football club. He's always struggled in terms of overall, but he's got that star quality. He's got that spark about him. We've only completed 87 passes with a pass accuracy of 75%. One of those passes set up the telling goal at the moment. 10 minutes or so remain. There's a touch by Tagai that we could have carried for a little bit further. Wiseman Kitam goes for the slide tackle. Lovely stop. Parried by Parry and then collected. Yes, this is a YSL team making it easy for themselves. Doesn't usually happen outside of the last couple of seasons when we have an overpowered squad. Oh, no. Are you kidding me now? To be done by one sensational strike is heartbreaking enough. But this is out of the very top draw. This is a wonder strike. Andy Parry, nor any goalkeepers reaching that. This has been thundered into the top corner. With 3 minutes to go, we've been pegged back and we're dropping 2 points. Almost like we're destined to yo-yo. That's fingertips. I mean, we might be unlucky in terms of the goals that we have conceded, but Everton have made some serious chances. Full-time Ipswich Town 2, Everton 2. We got ourselves into a position to win that game, but the performance was totally off. Really stinking in the first half. Shush, baby, please. We shall look over our shoulder now at the final fixtures. Newcastle United are down here as well, struggling. Southampton at home against Crystal Palace. I cannot trust that whatsoever. Wolves might actually be the saviours here, beating Newcastle at home. It's all going to unfold on this very dramatic final day in the Premier League. Even though we got a little bit of fatigue on Maurice McKenzie and Martino, they're both very important players. We have to go first team. We have to go strong lineup. Can we muster something from Liverpool? Maybe just holding out for a draw might be good enough. Keep the defence solid and you'll never know. We're in the yellow kit for the final time ever. Will the game work for once and tell me scores of other matches? Don't be silly. This game working as intended. It hasn't worked as intended for 7 years. Just been given the stat that we are the worst defensive team in the Premier League. We've conceded, 71 goals over 37 games. However, it's not on me this time. There's been a lot of simulation in this. It's nice just not to be in the firing line. Yes! Where's Maurice McKenzie? Off the Okamura knock-on. Game's developed by Muppets, mate. Absolute Muppets. Hey! I think he's on. Westberg. What a recovery by the defender. Hey! Oh, Leeds United are drawing with Brighton. Something that I didn't need to know, and because of that, I've conceded. This is the realisation of monkeys on a typewriter. They don't know what they're doing at EA, but they eventually cough out a new FIFA game. I do love my midfield of Wes Morris, McKenzie and Luca Aibner, but when they're up against a midfield that's like 6 inches plus taller than them, it's a struggle. The other scores: Wolves 0, Newcastle United 0, and Southampton are leading against Crystal Palace. Mate, I feel like I'm always there. Oi! That's not the score lines that we need! And why are West Brom beating Tottenham away? There's the hole that they will capitalise on. Telos got a little bit too central, and it's gone right into the top corner. Yes, we have lost our heads a little bit here. Could be relegated into the Championship and also playing Europa League football. Good tackle by Okamura. Wolves, please save us. Wolves! Wolves! No! We've just got rinsed. Like, possession stats, 70-80%. There's a nice save by Andy Parry. 70-odd minutes of not making a single error. It's pretty irresistible football. It's super annoying from the Ipswich Town perspective. It's not even like the usual game against Liverpool. I'm sure you've had it yourself where you wait until like the 60th minute until they tire out. Of course, there's a drop of stamina in these players, but they have been so good. That tackle on the short corner kick must be like our third. Yeah. It just goes straight back to them. Well, if this is us going down, I really don't think we deserve to go down. But it'll make for a very, very easy league season next year. I think we're seeing it in the cutscenes here. Yeah, Ipswich are down, aren't they? Everything conspired against us. Wow. So we're down to the Championship, yet we're playing Europa League football. I don't know why Pedri right there is getting really, really upset. There's nothing to do with him. Bro, it's us that have got relegated, not yourselves. Big Ipswich fan. And it all goes back to that wonder goal with 3 minutes to go against Everton. We're down after 38 games. We did so well in the FA Cup and we got pushed into the trapdoor. Well, I don't think we'll be applying that +1 overall for winning the FA Cup then. It's not sad, it's not unlucky, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. I don't think we can ignore what's happened to us. Like, you expect it a little bit from Liverpool, but the fact they were so perfect, that was the most complete 90 minutes I've ever seen the AI put out. And Everton scoring 2 ridiculous long shots. I mean, I was so tightly marking them for the first one. The second goal is a bolt from the blue. We got cheesed out of it, lads. I am a positive person, but that for me has cemented FIFA 22 as one of the worst FIFAs I have ever played. And I have played too many, I'm an old man. Now, if the transfer requests started flooding in now, I'd have no problem with it. But the weird thing is, no one reacts to getting relegated. We will give the player of the season to Gonzalo Geraldo. After signing up from Stoke City, he managed 1 goal every 2 games in the Premier Division. Maybe we should have played him against Everton instead of relying on unknown Uruguayan player. There's no one that I can highlight for most improved, to be honest. Shoutouts to Luca Eibner. What he did in the FA Cup final was magic. Most appearances. 45 appearances for Demar Ocon off that right-hand side of defence. Most goals. 13 for Belchior, 13 for Gonzalo Geraldo. Top assist maker Belchior. Belchior had a sensational season. Top clean sheet, also Belchior. With Belchior in the side, we are a better team. He is the talisman. He is irreplaceable. We're bringing both of the big Argentinian teams, Arsenal, Ajax, Sporting Lisbon, Villarreal, Monterrey from Mexico, and just Ipswich from the Championship. Let's just get a count on how many people have submitted transfer requests. 4 people, but that is including the mighty Perry NG, who's not going anywhere. How can there be needs for a cultural reset? We've just won the FA Cup. There's some outrageous Brazilian regens going into the free agents list, but the minimum requirement is an 86 overall player. I don't think we've got that. Maximum we've got is 83. Now if they'll Lauer. I just don't really know what to do because I feel like the team is good enough, but then again they got slapped and relegated out of the Premier League. Are they missing a special something? There's a right winger from Argentina here. Potential Messi regen, but at 17 this late on into the career mode, it seems a bit unlikely. 5'7", 5-star skill moves, 99 acceleration, just ticking up all the boxes there. If you play him, you either sacrifice Belchior, Wiseman Kittam, Westberg. I don't think they've been bad. Teko Tall. Please tell me he is a tall boy. He's 5'10". We have to accept the change we've got to make is in that midfield. There has to be a bit of height in it. I think Wes Morris-McKenzie is better than Luca Eibner. Luca Eibner has had his moment in the FA Cup, so we'll always remember him for that. We need more height. I've trapped myself into a corner here. If I don't sign Teko Tall, someone in the comment section will be annoyed that I haven't signed Teko Tall. Yeah, slightly hilarious that he's not actually that tall. Yerson Rowe was Colombian as well. He's a striker, 77 overall, this kid. 3-star, 3 stars. Got an 85 potential. 6'4". 6'4" holding midfielder with an 82 potential. We were talking about bringing in Lamin Seka as well. Totally could do that. No real hesitation in signing the Danish central defensive midfielder Petter Marlof Gaul. Lamin Seka's also going to come in. Teko Tall, however, he has just signed a pre-contract agreement with a different club, so we'll have to wait on him. We certainly need that presence in midfield. Signing up Gaul, waiting on Tall. Here's Lamin Seka. Got a release clause of £36.2 million, but I think we shall negotiate. 20 million quid. That's nowhere near the valuation of Lamin Seka, apparently. Maybe the release clause is good value. I've got it. I have got it. Oh my goodness. Right. We are going to push this middling defender up into central defensive midfield. Goal is going to sit in there. Martino replacing Telos on the left-hand side because Telos has been the weakest player in the team. No doubt about that. It means that Maurice McKenzie and Eibner can stay in the midfield. Technically, we still do run the 5-man guard, but it will be more of a 4-3-3. Tell you what, there's a lot of players relying on us to find loan moves. If we don't get loan moves this season, their career's over. Sean Smith's only got 1 year left on his contract. He's been overtaken quite handily by Kerim Aydian Bilgem. I think his time at the club is coming to an end. Bad news down the line, Naveed Abelward's only got 2 years left to run. Seen a lot from Christodoulou, but he is also like one of them technical short midfielders. He's not bringing any kind of presence. Mark Tagger, he really does throw himself about much more than a 5'9" player. It is Goal bringing all the height. There's a serious problem in this side. Looking through, there's a lot of, oh, this player could make it, but they haven't made it. No one's really made it outside of the obvious players in the first team. We put Telos on the transfer list. Give Kyriakos Luka more chances. Winko showed that he's not good enough, getting completely outclassed by someone 4 overall below him. His contract's expiring in 12 months. It's going to hurt a lot of people watching this. Winko is a fan favourite, but also, at the end of the day, we're trying to find something to build a Champions League around, and Winko is certainly not that person. Can't get rid of Tuacel, can't really get rid of unknown Uruguayan man. Push Geraldo first team, try and hopefully get a loan move for Wiseman Kittam, buff his overall up significantly. The Studnitsky could do with a loan move. I don't see anything good coming out of Jesus Cabrera, which is a shame because he got that long shot personality at the start of the career mode, which was one of the funniest, in my personal opinion. Richard Hoyt really hasn't had a go in the first team with a very impressive 77 overall. 3rd of July and getting a lot of requests for our players. Andreas and Perieng not available for the sale. Winco, £19 million. I'm going to quickly accept that before everybody starts crying. Could we get some kind of scenario that keeps Naveed Abelward at the club? Hard no on the Andy Parry transfer. I see that Wiseman Kittam could be getting that loan move to Spezia, and that will help significantly for the entire club, to be honest. Sean Smith going to UD Almira, okay. Winco has been sold to Valladolid. It's done now, folks. Just breathe. Don't be upset. Clement Aubert. Tell you what, he does look like a unit, this fella. And going back to him, just looking him in the eyes, I feel like this guy's got the stuff. Signing him makes it more difficult for Geraldo, but there's something about him. 77 overall, 23 years old. I mean, he's at a decent enough overall to start developing him. If he doesn't have the potential, he's just going to have to be really good, really quick. Wiseman Kittam out on loan. Are you the guy? Are you the guy? Yes. Yes. Wiseman Kittam loaned out to Spezia. Sean Smith sold to Almira, £12.9 million. Hey, we've got a loan offer for Kendall Calicran. Swap deals all over the place. Judsel Wanga. Yo. Judsel Wanga. Wow. You know, sometimes things are just dropped right into your lap. Almera's having a field day with our rejects. Cabrera's going there now, 22.8 million. Will block the transfer for Oikonomu at a measly 5.7. There's the loan offer that we wanted for Blazej Studnitsky, 1 year loan. It's going to happen. Blazej Studnitsky to Napoli is on. We've also seen Cabrera being sold, Calicran loaned out. Get the swap deal out the equation. 22.8 million for Asterios Telos will be accepted. And no matter the deal, we go for Judsel Wanga, £4 million. Anything that you want, 24.5. Okay, 24.5k a week. You've got it. Judsel Wanga is in the club. Seka's valuation, 29.8 million to 40.9 million. Release clause looks pretty dead on, to be honest, and we will pay it. We'll pay it. I felt like the story for Lamin Seka was not over. We're happy to have him back. £40,000 a week. And here's our final transfer in. Teko Tall. They want Belchior. That is a really funny joke. 34.4 million is well above the asking price. Handshakes. Teko Tall apparently slightly taller than Bobby Monk in his old age. This is a truly cursed timeline. Our business in is done. There's a Tagai loan offer. Marvellous. To be fair, the loans have been coming in, but they haven't been coming in for like our 50 overall players. They are just stagnating. That's where we're going to end it, leaving on a bit of a cliffhanger, but we got a great opener to the season, the Community Shield against Tottenham Hotspur, who won the Premier League. You know, congratulations to that magnificent achievement. Championship, you know what's going to happen in the Championship with Ipswich Town. We are far too good to be hanging around here. We will split up the next 2 episodes, group stage of the Europa, and then hopefully the knockout stages if we can get that far. If we can't get that far, then I think we'll be done in 1 episode. Almost forgot the comments. Jeremy says, up the Shrimps. How did they get to the semi-finals? Imagine if we got to the final, played Morecambe and lost. Ibner is so cool. You're +1 for Ibner for being cool. Do you have a fantasy football team? I don't really like fantasy football. I've spent far too much of my adolescence building a fantasy football only to get bored after 2 weeks. If you get relegated, can you still be in Europa League? I hope so. I'm pretty sure that is how it goes. Parry, best goalkeeper since Bardi. Carl Tunnen was a thing. Also, Tembo, best episode of the series so far. Great energy. Thank you very much, Jonathan. It was a really exceptional episode of Youth Squad Legends last time out. There's much more of that to come for the end of this series, and then the big one when FIFA 23 drops. Oh yes. This particular episode has been much more of a thinker, a team builder. What are we doing wrong? Why did we get relegated? And honestly, I don't know if I've got the answers to those questions, but we'll keep trying until we do find the answers to them questions. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then press the red box down below and the bell icon for mobile notifications. Big thanks to everybody on the right hand side supporting me on Patreon. You guys helping me out financially. Absolute legends. I will see you next time. Bye bye.